Yeah, she's a thief. Okay, so our final in this trio is one of the other country artists, Jake, the baritone
Mm-hmm.
cowboy, as I like to call him. And he
Yes.
sang "Going, Going, Gone." I love this song. I
It,
love this
yes.
song. I said, and Stephanie, help me out. The first line I had was this performance started off a little flat for me. Not flat in tone. It just started off a little low energy. And I was like, is that just Jake's vibe? You know,
Listen, Jake is the calm in the storm. Okay, Jake is
okay,
that rock.
okay, okay.
Jake is one of them dudes that is not, this is how he comes off. This is how he seems. This is how we see you, Jake. This is how I see you. I see Jake as being, I want to be with Jake when ish goes down. Okay. If something go down, I want to be with Jake.
Just
Because
stand
Jake is gonna know
behind.
what to do. Yeah, Jake gonna know what to do. Jake gonna do what needs to be done. Jake is gonna keep everybody calm, and Jake is not going to be shaken by whatever happens. Jake is gonna
Okay,
take care of business, keep everybody calm, keep everybody safe. And if there's one person that don't make it out, it's gonna be Jake because he done saved everybody else.
right.
So
Okay,
Jake is just
okay.
here.
Thank you for the context. Thank you. It's a steadiness. It's a rock, like you said. It's a foundation.
Eh,
Right.
it's that
Okay.
foundation.
I said because I felt like when Jake got to the bridge, I felt like that's when Jake like really started to really give me performance that I was looking for. I said I felt like he brought his
Mm-hmm.
emotion to the bridge, and from there on out, I said I think his lows need a little bit more support, specifically on this song, because I remember hearing Jake and his lows being so rich and so velvety. They were, and maybe because they were a little bit more talky on this song, and it needed to be a different approach. It didn't feel as warm and as velvety. It sounded a little like unsupported to me, but that could just be the whole versus speaking portion because his voice. I think Sting made a really good point. Like the range, like I'm talking about that he takes so much care of his low, and then and it's effortless. He can give you the
Yeah, it
range.
is.
I said his
Yeah.
voice can soar. It soars
Yeah.
vocally. And
No,
I
it
felt
really
it
does.
really soaring by the end of the performance. And I felt like Jake was our dark horse for this performance, for a little
Yeah.
foreshadowing. Because I was like,
Yeah.
I think Jake might be going home. By the end of it, I was like, they can't send him home. That
Right.
was too
Right.
good. That was too
Right.
good. The three of these people
Right.
tonight, I was like, yo, they came in strong. Stephanie?
Right. Yeah, I thought that his baritone was just as consistent and just as captivating as his tenor in this song. I felt like, and I'll have to go back and listen to his blind and
Yeah.
to his battle. But I feel like the tone and tenor of this song required not power. It required a bit of vulnerability, which could make his baritone sound a little bit quieter and not as powerful. But I
Okay.
didn't mind it. And again, I was listening in my good ears. So for me, it cut. It cut through, and I was not lacking in anything in his baritone. And for me, I'm looking and extra listening to that for Jake because I know that is something that he has vocally, and nothing was lacking for me. The vocal is so sincere. I I ain't a country fan like that, y'all, but give me all of Jake's albums. Give me all of Jake's albums because I just feel like he is going to tell you a sincere story. And the cool thing about his voice is, like you said, by the time he got to the chorus and the bridge, when that voice opened up and he got into the tenor portion of his voice, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like it was just
Yeah.
like his voice just felt expansive. And there's a little bit of grit in there. He did a little bit of runs in there. Like there were these little subtle surprises within
Mhm.
this performance. But I was like, oh, you got a little bit of that too.
Right.
So I really like this song. I did not know this song. It could have been, for all I knew, it could have been Jake's song. He could have written it. That is how he sold
That's what
this
they said.
song and
That's what they
performance
said.
for
They
me.
said it
Hmm.
felt like he
Hmm.
wrote it. So